everybody. How's it going? Got a little colder out, so I'm in my robe and a different shirt. Alright, so I'm not sure what kind of reading this is going to be. It's a collective reading. Let's see what we get into. Let's start with some advice for you, personal growth. Morning, the world awaits you. Ooh, look at you on a new start. Starting a new chapter. Spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to be unique, yourself, speak your truth, say what you gotta say. Don't be scared to be excited, like you're not gonna jinx anything. Flower, be honest with yourself. So the morning with the world awaits you, I feel like you're, instead of being on a new start, you have a new start coming, like a new cycle in your life. You're coming out of this energy of being dragons, slaying them all, like getting rid of karmic energy, learning karmic lessons, not putting up with like what doesn't serve you. This is you being honest with yourself in this time, like I don't really love this person anymore, I don't like my job, I don't feel like my family supports me. Don't be afraid to say that out loud, to slay those demons, because you're feeling this start coming, you're feeling this energy of your life changing, you're like on the cusp of a huge transformation. It could be maybe you're starting a new diet. This could be a physical thing you're trying to change about yourself. Majority of you, I feel like this is just all the way around, cutting the fat out of your life, mentally, physically, cleaning out that spiritual suitcase, if you will. Let's get an idea of what do I need to know about my viewer? Where are they at in their current cycle? So we have the social justice warrior, justice card, and the star card. So it could be dealing with a Libra or Aquarius. There's a lot of air energy up in your head, a lot. You could be fighting out of divorce, out of a literal legal battle you could be in, fighting adversity of some kind in your life, but this is you shining. This is you healing with the star. You're healing from an ending of some sort, or like you're in the process of ending things and healing at the same time. Off the grid, the Hermit could be dealing with the Virgo. So you have Libra, Aquarius, Virgo on the table so far. This is you like sticking to yourself, turning in, reflecting, learning those lies. Oh my God, life lessons. I hope nobody's dealing with lice. That's horrible. I've had it twice in my life. One was in kindergarten and one was in first grade. But I don't think I think adults can get them, but I don't think they don't like their heads. They're too hot. Or so I heard. I don't know. But I didn't mean to say lice. It just came flying out. Ooh, the Chariot, a Cancer, Wanderlust. Okay, so you're going off grid. You could be planning. You could be keeping things to yourself, but you're about to do something. You're about to have a giant movement, whether that's just like a movement into a new cycle, or this is a physical move towards something, or starting a new adventure. Or you're getting out of something and you're healing from something. Like this is you sitting in your own space doing your healing work, and then when you're ready, this is like the whole world is mine for the taking energy. So I feel like this is like somebody going through a divorce, somebody ending a contract, somebody going into business for themselves. Let's see what your energy is. Viewer, what do we need to know or talk about with your energy? Hyena, I heard. Laughing off the haterade. like if you're dealing with closing out karmics, I feel like they're laughing at your pain, or you feel that way. You might be a little bit sarcastic, being a little bit rough and brutal, but you're very family oriented, or family is your focus. Maybe you want a family. Maybe you're getting out of family stuff. Maybe you're just trying to be a single parent here. Well, you feel like you have a big cosmic purpose, or this is a big thing coming in your life. Something big is coming is what your energy is giving off. And Peacock is you're feeling yourself a little bit. Nothing wrong with that. Or you're trying to put yourself out there. Oh my God, why do they keep going down here? The black egg. Whew. So, I feel like the black egg was like your depression, or like feeling like shit about yourself, and you're bouncing between that within yourself. Like, this is somebody with like body issues. One day they're feeling good. One day they're back in like almost like eating disorder brains. I'm getting those vibes, but it's like you want to put yourself out there, but you feel cursed. You feel like you have an important purpose or important thing, or something is important regarding family, perhaps. What's this? What's important with the whale? What? Fire ant. Something's been nagging you in a big way. Lighting you up. It could be something you're attracted to, something you want to get the attention of. What's this black egg? It's almost like Eeyore, black owl. Yeah, okay. I get you. Alright, so if you're dealing with a karmic and like getting out of karmic situations, this is like you preparing to be single again, or put yourself out there in the business sense. Could be like networking. You've been in like a pickle, a dark cloud. You've had bad luck. You're trying to see your way through it. You're trying to lean on spirituality. This is like high vibes, faking it till you make it type of stuff. What's this buffalo? Why is family on here? You could be trying to protect your family, or again, bat. Yeah, you could be hiding something about your family, or hiding the truth from your family. Like maybe you don't want them to find out something here, or you're facing some shadows within your family because your energy is all confusing about. I'm feeling like kid energy, like feeling protective of your children, wanting to be a good parent, but also like it's like you're keeping your family business to yourself. Hush, hush. What's this hyena? The energy you're giving off is don't ask me and don't talk to me about my family. And then hyena, zebra, and sea serpent. It's like you're trying to laugh off the haterade. You're trying to be unique. And it's like you're making baby steps. There's like a big picture you have for your life. You know you're unique. You know you're going to do things differently. And you're just like, no one's ever going to accept me. Or there's always going to be something that they're going to say. So, haha, fuck off anyway. It's like you can hate, but clearly I'm doing something right, is what your energy is giving off. You're frustrated, you're annoyed, you're feeling isolated, but at the same time, you're standing in your power like, I know I'm unique. And I know you hate that. Like, too fucking bad. This is protective of family, keeping family close to the chest, or maybe you feel someone betrayed your family here. Feeling like you need to either, in a big way, protect something or someone, or somebody in a big way is firing you up in a good way or firing you up in a bad way. Could be either or. Let's get some more. Let's get out of your energy. Tell me more about what we need to know about the viewer's personal life right now. Personal life. Mate. Love takes unexpected forms. So, this might be about a love interest. You are trying to protect a new relationship, or protect your feelings from being exposed, or you're separating from a mate here. Tell me more about this mate. Creatrix. Draw from within yourself. Some of you, this is like a relationship that hasn't gotten off the ground, or never quite took off, or is at a stalemate. What's this creatrix about? Messenger. Okay, so for those of you wanting to finally expose your feelings to a mate, again, this could be a friend, because mate also describes friend. Maybe a coworker, somebody you're collabing with, or this is a love interest. You could be getting a message from them that maybe they want to work with you, or maybe they have feelings, or this is you coming in like, hey, I want to work on this project with you, or hey, I want to start this relationship with you. Someone is expressing feelings, or a message of concern, perhaps. What's this messenger? Wisher, pray, receive, and give thanks. Your answers are being, or your prayers are being answered. I said that out wrong. I feel like this is something you're manifesting, whether it's a collab or a love interest, or like being scouted, or whatever you're trying to manifest is coming in for you. I think you're going to be hearing about it soon. Naturalist, secret to protect your power. Okay, so you could be protecting yourself, your own talent, not your family. Keeping your ideas close to your chest, perhaps. Mystic, you are a little bit of a psychic as far as your workspace and love. I think you rely heavily on your instincts and you listen to that. So in your personal life, whatever the situation is with the mate, you're definitely listening to your instincts here. What else do you need to know about this mate love situation? Again, naturalist, you're protecting this love situation. You're protecting this collaboration, this friendship. You feel the strong need to cocoon yourself and this person or thing. Let's get some more. What's going on? What is this thing? Why is this mate here? What is this mate? Fish and child. Could be dealing with a Pisces, or you have a child here. Could be protecting your child. Yeah, you're protecting a child, or someone who is innocent. You feel it's innocent that you're protecting. Why are you protecting your child? Oh. Letter of concern. There's a concern with this innocent person or this child. You're concerned about them, so you're protecting them. It's like you want to either remove them and keep them with you, or just remove them from a situation, or help them in some way. Garden. You want this person, whether it be your child or someone you see innocent, to be able to flourish and grow and thrive. So you might want to be coming in like white knight complex. Could be saying, why don't you come move in with me? Why don't you, or I want my child with me. I don't feel they're safe with you. Where they're at, they aren't going to grow. You could be expressing this in a legal letter. Someone could be getting served here. But let's break it down. What's this fish? Stork. Yeah, this is definitely protecting your child. This is your child. Or protecting an investment of some kind. Like, people often describe their creative projects as their babies. Like their book, their painting. Could be that. But what's this child? Why are we protecting our child? Could be protecting someone who's pregnant. It doesn't have to be a born child. Key. You feel like this child fits with you, that they, the key to the best life they can have. There's some kind of answer with this child. What's going on here? I'm getting weird stuff. Birds. Might be a child leaving the nest. You might have lost a child here. Someone could definitely be pregnant. You could be getting news of pregnancy. Could be moving home. Definitely moving home with that key in the house. Could be moving to be closer to your child or this innocent person. Or you're like getting divorced, so there's 2 homes now. Could be that as well. I feel like you want your child to come with you. What's this garden? Could be more than one child, because there's that little bird in the house and then there's one here. This could be like a husband and a wife and a baby moving, protecting the wife and your child, or husband and your child. I thought I saw one haunted. Rider. Like you want to go where you are going to be profitable, where your family's going to be safe and grow. Either you don't feel like safe in your area, maybe you feel very insecure about where you live. Maybe you feel like they're not getting enough of education, or they're just in an unsafe environment and you want to give them a safe environment. What's this letter? Lilies. Oh. Okay. Weirdly, for some of you, I feel like this could have been a child you gave up for adoption. You might be finding out where they live and going to meet them. Wow, that's huge. I hope that it goes good for you. I feel like it will with all these coming up. But some of you lost a baby. You might be getting some kind of like legal document or some kind of answer as to why this child passed away, or why you can't maybe have kids, or maybe why your kid is sick. Or you might be getting the news that somebody's child has passed away, or maybe you're adopting an orphan, like somebody who doesn't have any parents. We have heart and snake. Okay, so getting quite a few things. It's collective. But majority of you, this is like you're separating from someone. You feel like the child will be prosperous and have a better life with you. Or you just want to, you know, even if you're breaking things up, you're still wanting to take care of that person who you have children with and your children. But it requires like separate households. Or somebody here, you know, could have been in something that was ending, but they just got news of, oh, I'm pregnant again. Now what are we going to do? Or there's going to be news of a loss of a baby. But this is about somebody who plays with your heart, or you feel is a snake, isn't good for your child. There's like, I don't know if this is your spouse or like a teacher in their life or like a daycare provider, but you like want somebody away from your kids. You don't trust them, you don't like it. Let's get more. What's going on about this situation? Surrender to the divine. Give it to spirit. I feel like it's very important for you to be calm and centered for your child if this is about your kid, or if your kid is being taken away from you, because it could be that as well. You feel like somebody's just doing it to be vindictive, like keeping you away from your kid. Trust that Spirit's got you and that the courts are going to be fair to you. I know that my state is a little bit confusing when people separate. Whoever has the children when they separate, I mean, it might be a little bit different now. I think they did change it after COVID, but whoever has the kids, once the paperwork's filed, you do not have to give the kids to them until your court date and, you know, something is established. So somebody could be holding your kids just waiting for a court date. Trust that they're not going to be able to do that. Like, the courts are going to see the truth. Trust that everything works out for the best. Yeah, some adjustments are required. You might have to, like, move somewhere to be able to stay in your kid's life. Or maybe you have to get, like, If you are the one that's away from your kid, that's very stressful. I don't know why I'm feeling this. Like, I'm just going to say, I feel like a feminine energy is keeping the kids from the masculine energy as punishment. That's so fucked up. I don't like that. I don't like when women do it to men, and I don't like it when men do it to women. Children are not pawns. They need both of their parents. Unless the parent is severely abusive and not good, then okay, keep them away. But, like, this is some bullshit. I don't like this fucking energy. Tell me more about this. Adjustments are required. The energy is gaining momentum. So, just keep doing whatever the courts tell you to do to get your kid back. Just keep actively doing it. They can't mock progress. They can't mock somebody who shows up for every fucking visitation, who pays every dollar amount they're supposed to, who has everything checked off the list. They can't say no if you're doing what they ask. So for temporarily, this motherfucker wins, and you have to spend like 6 weeks away from your kid or whatever. Make sure that 6 weeks you are on record progressively proving that you are fighting for your child, or you will lose your kid. This is why men lose. They get defeated. They get this checklist from the court. They have to have a stable place to live. They have to have a job. They have to be able to pay this much. And most of the time, it's severely unrealistic to their lifestyle. If they give you amount to pay every week, make sure you're paying it. If you go to a visitation center, you get visitation whether someone else is there, whether you're uncomfortable or not. Do not miss one motherfucking visit, because they will use it against you. One visit. If a man misses one visit in my state, they will eat you alive for it. It's highly sexist. I'm just putting it out there. Women, I know majority of my family members have struggled to get men to even step up, but majority of the women in the courtroom in my city are taking advantage of men, are being vindictive because of cheating or whatever. The men around here aren't the nicest, but that's no reason to, keep your kid from their parent. I just feel like you got one of them. Like, you just either broke up with them, you didn't want to be with them anymore, they couldn't fucking deal with it, so the only way they can punish you now is to go after your money and your kids. Man, woman, I don't care what your situation is, that's why they're doing it. Balance spirituality and practicality. Exactly. See the truth. Like, I know that they're being petty and vindictive, and everybody's going to see it. All you can do is control yourself and your reactions. If you are doing what you are supposed to be doing, if you are a good person, the court is going to see that you are a father or a mother who loves their kid, and they will not take your kid away from you if you are trying. It's when you stop trying. It's when you are not consistent that you lose. You have to be consistent. You have to be stable. You have to go above and beyond, and I wish that wasn't the case. I wish that most states weren't sexist when it came to men getting their children, because let's face it, there's a lot of horrible fucking women in this country that do not deserve to be mothers, who get the children just because they are women. And those children have horrible fucking lives, and the fathers can't do anything until those kids are 18. This courtroom, this courthouse, this court system in the United States is 100% corrupted, sexist, and they will use every tactic against you. Do not give them any don't give them any ammo. I'm getting wound up, but I feel like you're getting sucked into the trap. That's so frustrating. Pay everything on time. Go to every visit. Show up to every court date. Even if you don't have a lawyer, show up and say, I do not have a lawyer. I need to reschedule. Whatever. Don't give them an inch. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Fight for your kids. It's petty. It's bullshit. But stop thinking about them and just think about, this is what I need to do for my kids. fuck everybody else. This is about my kids. Fuck them and their mouth and what they think they're going to get in the end. This is my kid. I am fighting, point blank, period, and do the work. And they ain't going to win. You're probably going to get 50-50 because, you know, unless you can prove that person, if it is a woman, unless you can prove they're doing drugs, or they're really, really, like, you really have to go above and beyond to prove that that woman is bad for any state to take it from the mother, which is sexist. Because a lot of these kids should be with the dad. Alright, so we have idea, course of action, expansion, and illumination. This is like planning with the lawyers, making sure everything's good. And if this isn't about a kid and this is about your project, like take the child out, like, this is my project, this is my, you know, as long as you're doing everything you need to do, like you're patenting it, you are, you know, putting it out with the correct titles or whatever, you're dotting your I's and you're crossing your T's. If you're doing that, nobody can do anything to you. You are going to move on from this. I think you're going to be very successful. There is going to be a compromise or agreement, whether that's the court or with this person. You are going to be, I think they're going to be illuminated. I feel like this is the courtroom, seeing the truth, seeing that you are paying, you know, that you care, that you're putting the work in. They're probably seeing the vindictive side of your person. And this is also your community seeing that too. And I feel like the illumination is you seeing the truth about this person and their vindictiveness, and that they are willing to hurt your child just to get to you. So make sure you're shifting that energy, because I know it's very frustrating. I'm feeling your anger too, but remember what I said. Fuck everybody else. This is about your kids. Don't raise your voice. Don't leave angry emails, angry texts, anything that they can take to court to make you look unfit, uncompromising, unsteady, mentally off rocker in any sense. Even if they say some horrific fucking shit to you and they don't say any of that to the court and they just play the part of you going off, because that's what they're going to do, don't ever make sure they don't ever have nothing to show the court of you being crazy, violent, unfit in any kind of way. Shift your energy. This is war. Fight for your kid. Play your hands tight to your chest. Know and see and trust what this person is doing. For the vindictive, that they know that around every corner they want you to fail, and they're going to be waiting to prove it. Don't give them anything. Don't give them the sword to stab you with, if you will. Adventure. You are going to go on a new venture. You're going to get away from this person. For sure. Let's see what else we got. Enlightenment. Yeah, you're going to get the answers you need, either legal answers or just within yourself. You're going to know what to do. Trust that instinct. You're very spiritually protected in this oneness. Be yourself. Be authentic. Connect with your child. And if you can't communicate with them, just know that when this all works out, you can explain it to them. Yes, this is what you want. You want a happy family. You're going to get that. Down the road, your kid, more kids that you have with someone else, it's all going to work out. That's what your soul is going to be satisfied. You're going to end up with your kid. You see that? It's a happy family with a kid. I feel like your person's going to eventually drop the vindictive shit. They're going to move on with their life. They're probably going to, have their own family. But this is you and a new family with your kid and more kids. All working out. All you got to do is just keep doing the work. Keep doing what they tell you. Walk inside the lines of the law, and nobody can tell you no. They cannot take a biological child from a parent. They have to have a very fucking good reason. Like you don't show up, or you don't pay, or you're not there, or you're not reliable. Those are all very big reasons not to be parents. So don't give them any of those reasons, and they will have no reason to say, well, you're unfit. your person can't create you to be unfit without proof. You know what I mean? They can say anything they want. It's just hearsay. It's only what you can prove. Yeah, strength came out in reverse. You're not feeling strong in the situation. I think you're on the cusp of giving it up, especially if you're a man. You're falling into that category of the whole court system is against you. That might be true, but that wouldn't stop me from fighting for my kid. All right, give me your stupid fucking petty bullshit list. Fuck your list. You ain't taking my kid. I'll have this done by next week. Fuck you. You know, do it for your kid, even though it's petty and it's stupid. Your good luck is on your side, but it came out like this. So you're just feeling like everything's against you. They're all against you. But you're going to get clarity. I think you're going to get some counsel or something. You're going to get some support. Your well-being in reverse. I feel like this is you very worried about your kid, unsettled through this whole thing. You're also seeing that the other person you have kids with is not for your best interest or your kid's best interest. They're not okay in the mind space. They're not a compassionate parent. They're not going to show any compassion. They don't care if you ever see your kid again. They're heartless here. Yeah, justice in reverse. You feel this is very unfair. You feel like the court's siding with them and that they're doing things for the wrong reasons. Boundaries. This person has no boundaries. They'll like walk right in your house. They'll steal your shit. Like what is yours is theirs. You know, you don't have closure with this person. You might still be dealing with it. But you are going to get inspiration on how to get out of this. I don't know if you're going to like find the right attorney or Spirit's going to guide you. But you're going to find that thing that you need to hold on and fight this battle. You're going to be empowered. You're going to have support around you. I think you're going to be having people step up. You're not going to feel strong through this whole thing. And how could you? With the possibility of losing your kid, I would be throwing up every day. I can't even fucking imagine. So, of course, you're not okay. But you're going to feel empowered. By the time it's all finished, I just see you being seen as somebody who put the work in. An inspirational parent. You were empowered. You did the work. The court's going to see that. Evidence speaks louder than words in every court situation. Remember that. Family court, legal, like criminal court, it don't matter. Preponderance of proof is key. If there is not a preponderance of proof that you are a bad parent, nobody can tell you you cannot see your child. Fight. Fight to the fucking death. And I know you will, and have hope. And don't let the system beat you down, because the system wants you to quit. It's easier for them when you don't show up. And they can just issue amount that they feel you can pay. And, you know, you're off the docket. They don't want you to fight because then they got to actually, you know, do their fucking job. Fuck them. Make them do their job. Make them do it hard. Get your kid. You deserve it. Praying for you. I love you guys. I know this one was heavy, but I feel like you needed it. Fight, boo-boo. Fight. That's your baby. Do you need me to help you? Yes, I will. I don't want anyone to ever lose. I lost my kid. So, whatever state you're in, that everything about family court, and it's all public knowledge. You just got to do your due diligence. And if you don't have an attorney, every state has a program for those who can't afford it. It's actually a part of our criminal justice system because nobody can't go without representation unless they choose to represent themselves. So if you can't afford representation will be issued for you. You will have a lawyer whether you can afford it or not. You just got to do the research. And don't believe the hype. You know, some of the best lawyers we have in the state are for legal aid. the free lawyers fighting for people like you who are getting screwed, who are using their minds to actually help people and not doing it for money because they make chump change at legal aid compared to these big firm lawyers. They are the heart and the soul of the legal. They are there because they want to be. They're volunteering their legal time to help people like you. So don't let the stigma of, oh, they suck, only bad lawyer. No, it's the people who actually care who work for legal aid, in my opinion. Because who else? The ones that don't care are the ones sitting up in the firms making millions of dollars just helping people gut each other in divorces. Meanwhile, you have people in legal aid like you trying to help someone who's getting railroaded by an asshole just to have their kid in their life. That's important to them. Call on legal aid. I don't know what it's called in your state, but in my state it's called legal aid. But I hope this was helpful. If you liked it, if it helped you, if you want more pop-up readings like this in the future, please give me a thumbs up below. If you like my energy, please subscribe. To all my ride or dies, I love you, I thank you, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Good night. Toodles.